verse number 81. Tena gatva purim lankam hatva ravana mahave.
Tena gatva purim lankam hatva ravana mahave.
Rama Sita manuprapya param vridham upagamate.
Rama Sita manuprapya param vridham upagamate.
So we have begun to see Sri Rama's arrival in Lanka and the beginnings of this great war, the great Rama Ravanayoho Yuddham, the great war. It really was a great war because it wasn't a war of mere human beings, it was a war of the demons with the humans and the Vanaras. And so the weapons were not all missiles. The weapons included trees and rocks and boulders and bushes and whatnot. And you find with these missiles, it all started with this Nagapasha, Sri Rama and Lakshmana being bound by hundreds of snakes, ropes of snakes. And what did it take? It took a Garuda to come and release them. Mysterious was the missiles, the use of the missiles. And then when Ravana sees that they are up and about, he comes with his army and destroys so much. And you know that last episode where, when Sri Rama sees him, everyone is so ready to just bash him up, not just Sri Rama. Sugriva is waiting, Angada is waiting, Hanumanji is waiting, Vibhishana is waiting, Lakshmana is waiting. By the time Ravana reaches Sri Rama, already he's exhausted in his fight, he's been beaten up by all of them. And he finally reaches Sri Rama. Sri Rama throws a few missiles and Ravana is not able to even hold himself up. That's how tired he was. And we saw Sri Rama in his Karuna Murti, and he says, Ghar jao, aram karo. Go home, rest, rejuvenate yourself, die like a valiant king. You can't hold your weapon. I'm not going to kill you now when you can't even hold your weapon and defend yourself. Go home, take rest. I'll meet you in the battlefield. Then you will see who is Sri Rama. And Ravana is sent home totally humiliated. And we saw that so humiliated, so upset that Sri Rama threw his crown away by a mere missile. His crown, his head could have got. Well, his crown went. But crown is his ego, no? That ego was crushed. He decided to wake up Kumbhakarna. And you saw how waking Kumbhakarna up is really turning everything upside down. And so this great giant was woken up from his sleep. The breathing that he did, there were old movies. I remember some old movie, Tamil movie had come. And there was a little girl when I saw, and when this Kumbhakarna breathes, and when he exhales the air, all these people are thrown out. Then somebody is holding on to the ceiling, somebody is holding on to the fan, dangling, because they are trying to protect themselves. This kind of scenes they had those days, showing Kumbhakarna's power and strength. Well, this great giant also falls. He falls, and that is the most devastating to Ravana. And then what he does is he sends Indrajit. He sends a lot of other sons of his and brothers for the war, but all of them are killed. Narakantaka Rakshasa was killed by Angada, Devantaka and Trishira was killed by Hanumanji, Mahodara was killed by Neela, Mahapashwa by Rishabha, Atikaya by Lakshmana, and Ravana gets more and more anxious. He sends finally Indrajit, who is his real representation. And blessed by Ravana, when Indrajit goes there, he kills many Vanaras. He is so powerful and so tricky. The greatest tool he had was he could remain unseen and he could throw missiles. So you didn't know where the missile would appear from next. And in this manner he had really destroyed the army in a big way. And finally he sends the Brahmastra, and that whole army, 67 crore Vanaras, fall unconscious. And as that is happening, Sri Rama and Lakshmana also drop. Jambavan and others, they also have fallen. And Indrajit, in great victory celebration, he goes back into Lanka, into the palace, into the town, to declare the news to his father. And in the meanwhile here, everyone, Brahmastra is an astra that no one can escape. It is keeping the final power of destruction in your hand. And the only people who survived this was Vibhishana and Hanumanji. And as they go to look around, see what has happened, they reach Jambavan, that bear, the king of bears, and he can't see clearly, he is so faint. And Vibhishana says, are you okay? He talks to him, and Jambavan says, is Hanumanji okay? And Vibhishana says, why are you asking about Hanumanji? Sugriva is there, the king Sugriva, Lord Rama. Why do you ask about Hanumanji? And Jambavan tells him, if Hanumanji is okay, we are all okay. If Hanumanji has fallen, we are as good as fallen. What does that mean? There is only Hanumanji who can save us all. Where is he? And Hanumanji is with him. He is called to come close, and he tells, Jambavan tells, Agacha Vanaran Tratum Arhasi. Show your power, Hanuman. You are the only one capable to heal the entire army, including the fallen Rama and Lakshmana. All of them are lying unconscious. And he says, cover the sea, cross the sea and go to Himalayas. And you will reach Rishabha mountain, climb that mountain and you will see Kailasha. You go towards there, between the two peaks of Rishabha and Kailasha, there is an area which is covered with medicinal herbs. There are 4 herbs you must bring back. One is called Mrita Sanjeevani, which restores the dead to life. Vishalya Karani, which extracts the weapons from the body and heals the wounds. There is Suvarna Karani that restores the body to its original complexion, original power. And 4 Sandhani, which joins fractured bones. Look at this, Ramayana time. So go, bring all 4 back, and when these are with us, all our army will come back to life. Hanumanji, his second leap. So standing on this Trikuta mountain, pressing it down, when he held down on his force, really the mountain sank. This was his power, and sprang to the next mountain, bowing to Samudra Devata, and Hanumanji, raising his tail, contracting it back, he flew into the air. How did he go? He just went. In one day he reached Himalayas. Till today we don't have a flight to take you to Himalayas in one day, from Lanka to Himalayas. You have to, by the time you change planes, already 2 days are gone. Well, he reached in one day, and he saw so much there. In the Himalayas, he found the seat of Brahmaji. He saw Indradeva there, Rudra there, Hayagriva, and the navel of the earth, it is said, the Nabhi of the earth is Himalayas. The center of the earth, Nabhi is the center. If you measure from your navel up to your head or down to your feet, navel is the center. Earth is the, Himalaya is the center of the earth, is the Nabhi. He saw Kailasa, he saw Nandi, he saw the mountain Rishabha. And as he began to search for thousands of yojanas, he is searching for where is these herbs? And these herbs would disappear under the clouds. He would wait clouds to clear so he could see the herbs. Again it would be, if you have been to Kailash, you don't know, suddenly the entire place will be clouds, Lucky you are if you can get Kailasa Darshanam in Kailash, because often it gets covered with clouds. Well, these herbs would keep disappearing and appearing and disappearing and appearing, and Hanumanji got so fed up, annoyed, he told them, you are not cooperating with me, you are not even showing compassion. When I need you for Sri Rama himself, you are so rigid. Now you have no choice. I am going to take this whole mountain back. And so he takes the top of this mountain in his palm, and he flies back. And here he is, Hanumanji, with his Sanjeevani and other herbs. He is reaching back to Sri Lanka. He reaches there, and as he arrives, he is embraced by Vibhishana. All it takes is inhaling these herbs. And inhaling these herbs, everyone comes back to life. And the news reaches the Rakshasas, and again, with Kumbhakarna gone, with all Indrajit's most powerful weapon becoming ineffective, really Ravana is furious. He sends Kumbhakarna's sons to the battlefield, Kumbha and Nikumbha, they go to the field. Well, what's going to happen? They fight, the two armies fight, but finally all these people, they die at the hands of Vanaras and Angada and others.